Today is June 14th, 2025, and it has been 3 years and 10 months since I have locked my hair, and I am loving the journey. So in this update, I'm going to do something a little different than what I usually do. I'm going to show a full retwist and how I take care of my nape at the same time, as well as going down memory lane and think about why I started my lock journey and how convenient it is compared to what it used to be when I had loose natural hair. And I want to share some pictures and some video of the days before I was locked while I do a retwist. So this is pretty much a retwist and chat with me type video, and hope you like it. Enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe, all those things. So first off, I'm going ahead and just trimming off the hair in my nape that I do not want with the eyebrow shaper. I don't really use anything else. I just do this part and I just feel around. Right now I'm using my phone as a mirror and a mirror in front of me to see what I am doing, making sure I'm not going up too high and I do not mess up my actual locks. But I like to do this part because I like to wear updos, and sometimes I don't like how it look when it's not neat and trimmed. So it's just really good for me to clean it up, and it helps the style look more neat to me and just put together. And this is just how I do it. And I go ahead and get my battery operated like shaver, whatever it does. I use this for the nape of my head, and I just turn it on and trim. So it's just like clippers almost. It's really safe to use. I've been doing it for years, and look how easily that happens. And then when I get closer to my locks, my actual locks, I go ahead and scrunch up my hair together, and then I go back in with my eyebrow shaper to be safe, because I'm not trying to cut these locks by accident. And this is how I do it. Super easy, nothing to it but to do it and just being safe with it. So I like how it looks, and I go in with my oxy pads and I make sure to clean the back of my neck. And I do this every time I go over my hair, just so it can feel cleaner, look neater, and all the good things like that. My hair is freshly washed, by the way. So before I started my video, I just washed my hair, and I always retwist my hair on wet hair after it's been washed. I never tried to do a retwist on dried hair already. So I liked how the back looks, and now it's time to get into the retwist. And and I can go ahead and share why I started my lock journey and share some video footage and pictures of my hair before I was locked. So because I'm coming up on this 4-year and 10-month lock journey, I am just super excited, and I've been reflecting over my hairstyles and things that I used to did, and I was just really excited that I decided to lock my hair. I still feel like it's the best decision that I've ever made. I feel like one reason why I started my locks is because I have done every hairstyle you could possibly imagine. I have done short fades twice. I did that more than once. I did short cuts. I had a relaxer at one point. I wore my hair in braids and kinky twists. When I say everything, I've done everything. So right now I'm here to just show a little bit of that journey and what that was like. And I think I just reached a point to where I was tired of thinking of different hairstyles, and I didn't want to always style my hair so often and change up my look. I just wanted to keep it simple, have a signature style, and I most importantly just wanted to grow out my natural hair, and this was the best thing that I could have done. I'm going in with my olive oil right now, going into the first row, and I'm getting ready to use my aloe vera, which I always use. I just put some on the roots, and I just begin to twist it until I can't twist anymore, and I use the alligator clip to keep it there. And another reason why I don't mind doing my hair like this, like I do this every month, sometimes twice in 1 month if I really feel like retwisting more, but for sure I would do this every month. Another reason why I don't mind doing it is because I used to do mini twists all the time. Like I had mini twists, and with those you have to twist all the way down the strand, and it wasn't like a twirl. It was, you take 2 strands of hair and then you wrap them around each other till you get to the end of your hair. And I used to do that all the time, and then later I would do a braid out on it and just wear it kind of crinkly, and it was a great style for me. I really enjoyed it, but that was the moment I did realize, once I kept doing that over and over and over again, I was like, I should just lock it, because it makes way more sense to just keep the twist in my hair, and then it'll grow out more, and the braid outs will be more defined that way. Yes, so I'm very, very happy to share that. Let me go ahead and start sharing some pictures. So this is a style that I really, really enjoyed. This was in May of 2018. I really liked the color. This was a crochet and braid style. I actually want to recreate this style with my locks, which will be easy, and I may even do a video on that. But yeah, this is a style that I really enjoyed. I always really like changing up my look. I thought I would like never get locks, to be honest, because I was like, I could never really commit to it, but I was so wrong. I guess I just had to get enough of styling my hair every freaking week. But this is how it turned out. I didn't know how to French braid very well, so my sister actually did this for me, and it turned out lovely. And I'm pretty sure I can recreate this with my locks. So yeah, this was like 2018, one of the styles that I liked. And I'm going to move on to some other styles that I did that was really fun, and just explain how I did those too. So this clip is a super throwback. It's from June 2013, and this was a wig that I freaking loved. At this time, I think I had cut all my hair down, and then I was like, I want some hair back. So I went and bought this wig. What I liked about this wig was the color of it, and that's pretty much it. I didn't really care too much for the texture because it was just straight and kind of too shiny. I think it was like what, $20 or so. So I never really did the expensive wigs in these days in 2013, but I did buy it just to get by while I did my first big chop, and I really enjoyed the color. It was so cute and I was having a lot of fun singing this Avril Lavigne song in this clip. But yep, this is something that I really enjoyed. I still really enjoy this color, and I probably will now and then add some color to my hair without truly dyeing it because I don't want to hurt it. But this was a fun look. Here is another throwback. So this is from November 2011, and I had a relaxer in these days. I mostly wear my hair with a little bang in the front and a clip-on ponytail, as you see in this video. But this was like a go-to look because I never really liked wearing my hair straight down when it was relaxed. To me, it just looked unhealthy in those days, and I didn't like how it was stiff, and yeah, the relaxers just were not my thing, so I threw it back in a ponytail, and that's how I rocked it. So fast forward a little, in 2018, like summer, I did this cute little style. I liked it, but I wasn't satisfied with it completely. For one, I didn't like the back. I wanted it to look like a V shape, and it was just cut across like evenly in the back, so I was like, ugh. And this is the second time I had big chopped. So I have done like all the styles at this point. I have cut my hair, and this was the first time I cut my hair, leaving a portion of it at the top still able to style and do things with, and I had fun with it for a little while, but then eventually I cut that part off too, and I just went down to a regular fade. Oh, length check in the back real quick too, so cute. So I was able to find a video from June 2017 of me discovering the fact that I loved mini twist, and this is around the time where I started to style my hair in mini twist all the time. I would take it down after a few weeks and then blow dry it and put them back in, but I actually found the video explaining why I loved my mini twist, so I'm going to share that one here.
So mini twist is my new favorite style. Super convenient. All I have to do is one of these in the morning and keep it going. Twist in the front like usual when I wear my twist outs. A flower crown to jazz it up a little bit. And that's all. I feel like this is perfect for anything without the flower crown though. I could do interviews or dress it up, dress it down, go out. It's for all purposes, and the main reason why I like it is because it's 100% my hair, and I have this thing against like wigs and weave for like all year long, and I just been wanting to wear my hair, and this is the perfect style because it's not covered up with a wig or a weave, but it's still protected and twist. So A+ for mini twist. Yeah. I'm really cool with this. I love this style. And I'm gonna wear it like this for a long time. Like, this is my go-to style now. Because you're only gonna style it once. And then you're good to go for the rest of whenever. TTYL.
Well, so after listening to my younger self, sounds like I was just tired of wearing weaves as well. I remember I went on this break from wearing hair weave and wigs, and I just wanted to challenge myself to embrace my natural hair, and I feel like the mini twist was the perfect thing for me because I feel like my hair was protected in mini twist and it looked full, it looked pretty. I really liked that style and I still actually do. The natural hair movement that took place after good hair and everything was made definitely had an impact on me without me even realizing it. I just wanted to big chop, grow my hair natural, and take care of my hair, and I haven't turned back. I actually stayed true to the challenge of keeping up with my natural hair and finding easy ways to make it look pretty and all the things. My fro is so healthy. Look at this. Gorgeous. I wore my afro and then I wore like natural looking wigs, like bigger wigs, curlier hair and things like that. I just did those styles because it was more of an extension of my own beauty and like natural beauty, the way my hair naturally grows out of my scalp versus like chemicals and doing the most, just trying to get it to look completely opposite of what my natural hair wanted to do. It was a journey to get there until I felt like, okay, let's not fight what my hair wants to do. Let's just go ahead and do it. So I was thinking about getting locks for years before I actually done it. I found some footage of me talking about what would I do if I had locks or if I think I was ready for locks. So I want to play a little bit of that because I found it to be interesting considering that now I've been locked for 3 years and 10 months. So let's just listen to what younger me had to say about locks back then.
Okay, so today is actually September 5th and wow, I got a lot of stuff to catch myself up on. So obviously I stopped wearing the wig for a while and started rocking my hair because first of all it's too hot. Secondly, I like this look. You know, I feel like I look more dope. And by July I will have enough hair to braid and I want to commit to some faux locks. I'm always wear 27. Like I don't want to get real locks, not just yet. I mean, it's too hard. That'd be weird. I don't think I'm ready for locks though. I can commit to faux locks for real, because they're not real. You don't have to, whatever.
So back then I thought I would not be able to commit to locks because I liked versatility and because I just didn't know how to retwist really. I seen tons and tons of videos before I locked my hair because I was always interested in it, but then I just never really thought that I would do it. But at the same time, it was something I always wanted to do. Anyway, I eventually got there in 2021, so I was just a few years away from making my decision to go ahead and lock my hair, and I'm so happy that I did that. By the way, this was one of my favorite looks, just to rock a fade because I didn't have to do anything. This was even easier to style or to work with than locks because I didn't have to do any retwist or anything like that, which I think is hilarious. But I have to say my style for my everyday wear was not aligned with the fade. Like the fade was okay, it was cute, it was whatever, it was a phase. However, I like long hair and I wanted to grow my own hair long. I just felt like however I wore my hair, I was going to be happy with it because I just overall like my face and how everything comes together. Not to sound arrogant or anything, but it's okay to speak the truth. Yo, you know you're cute, so you can wear any type of hairstyle you want to wear. So I did that for a while and eventually I got tired of it, so I grew it back out, and of course the cycle began again. Just all kinds of styles. I went back to mini twist, I went back to afros, braids, twist, so on, so forth, all of that. And eventually I got to my locks. I used a sponge on my hair in this little footage. So I would find myself going back to kinky twist, faux locks, braids, those type of styles. And at this point I was like, okay, like it's time to just go ahead and lock my hair as much as I do this. And then looking at the top of my hair right now, you can see how I don't like how the crochets and stuff look anymore. It's just, it don't look natural. It didn't look right. Like I didn't know any better back then. But I definitely would not be doing this today. I'm just saying, it's a cool, convenient look. Sometimes it works, but I prefer to wear my natural hair these days. And I just think I'm all tapped out of just the different styles and different types of hair. I just want to let my natural hair thrive and see how long it's going to grow and all the things like that. So that is more so what I've been focused on hair wise these days. So I got into the kinky straight units, and these were more of the expensive side for the wigs. I would just wear some of my hair out in the front and then blend it in with the wig itself. You can see where the wig starts and where my hair ends. It's cute for the time being. This was not my favorite look, but it was a look just to see how, if I grew my hair out long and left it natural, did like a blowout, this is what it would most likely look like. And I still prefer locks over this. It was a cute look though. So the straight look was never really my thing. I will say when I did wear wigs, I would prefer something like this, something a little curly, something with some volume. I would say this was my favorite type of look when it was like loose. This is another unit. This was another one that was more on the expensive side of things. I wore my hair out in a twist out in the front, and then I blended it in with the wig, which I found that I like this style much better, and it blended better this way too. So this was a cool look as well. So I feel like I have really done it all. I even wearing the black lipstick, the whole thing. And the thing that I did not like about these units were when you brush them or you flat iron them or you comb them, it will start to thin out, and it just didn't look right. But if you didn't run your fingers through it or anything, it would just mat up as well. So it was almost like, it's just too much. Let's just do something more simple. I found another video of me just talking about my hair and coming to the thought of embracing my own natural hair. These were mini twists, by the way. I would do my mini twist and I would let them get shrunken like in the shower, or just put water on them, and this is how it turned out. But I had a few thoughts about where I was in my lock journey. Well, it wasn't a lock journey yet. This is natural hair journey. Up in this weave stuff, we're feeling like we need a relaxer and blah blah blah. I'm just happy that I found my liberation and I separated myself from that mentality and that way of thinking that long, beautiful hair is the only thing that's pretty, and start embracing my own and becoming more confident in me, because nobody can take that away from you. This is the real me. I'm not hiding myself behind hair or anything, and I'm actually really proud of myself for that, because it became a big deal to me. I didn't want to always feel just pretty when I have somebody else's hair on my head, or just, it becomes too common in our culture to do that, and we don't realize it's a problem, and we are really hiding our real beauty and our true selves behind all this other stuff. This is a lot better.
Your hair is a lot better than that trash you got on top of your head. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, that was pretty funny. This is just me being super self-righteous. You know how like you go through this part of your natural hair journey when you become just self-righteous, and it's like anytime you don't wear a wig, it's like, yeah, this is the life right here, and then you judge everybody else around you who's wearing wigs and weaves. Like, oh my god, that is so the phase I was in when I did that video, but it was hilarious. Like, now I have grown out of all of that, and I just realized that I wear whatever I want to wear. It is good to embrace my own beauty and everything like that, which is great. But I wear locks because they are convenient and it is my hair. But guess what? I'm still gonna wear a wig sometimes because I still do. It's all about being versatile, being mature about it. Like, it doesn't define you what you wear on your head or anything like that. It defines you about what's in your head. How about that? So I just had to say that to my younger self. I eventually learned how to do box braids, the crochet kind where you individually put them in. And I always like to wear mine up in a bun like this, so that's what you see in the corner over there. Super cute. And I have this other video. It's like my natural hair journey video that I am going to share. It's just all the pictures and stuff that I did not have anymore because I deleted that first Facebook that I had, and then I have a new one, but I have those pictures only on this video, so I will share those until this video is over, I guess. Alright, so this is a walk through my natural hair journey. This is the first day. I went and got my hair cut. Before, it was just a relaxed mess, and I never really wore it out. I always had a wig on anyway, so I was like, let me just cut it off. And I really liked it. When I was getting it cut, I wasn't nervous. I didn't really care. I was just like, get this crap off. And I wasn't attached to my hair at all because I didn't care about it at all. And after I started growing it out, that's when I started really loving my hair and caring for it, because I put time and energy into it when before I didn't. So yeah, this is me with my cut, and I really enjoyed this look. I was told that I looked like a model and I got a lot of attention everywhere I went, and I was like, wow, thanks. But not because of that. When I looked in the mirror, I truly did like what I see. I saw my face in a way I never saw it before, and I was like, this suits me. I actually considered going back to this many times. I eventually did end up going back to that, and this is me after it was growing out for the second big chop that I did. And I did little bitty twists like all over my head, and then people was like, are you on the lock journey? And I was like, no, it's just the style that I was wearing. So yeah, eventually I was going to get to these locks. I just didn't know when I would, and at this time I still was in a mindset of I never was going to lock my hair, but since everybody was asking me was I going to, I guess it became like a subconscious thing. But I knew that when I was ready to start my lock journey, that I was not going to turn back, take them out and start over, anything like that. I just wanted to stick to it and see it all the way through. So that wasn't until 2021 when I started my locks. So I was still a few years away from doing that here. I eventually grew my hair back out for the second time and I did all the styles again and again, and I'm so happy that I actually locked my hair. So this is what I mean when I say locking my hair was the best decision I've ever made with my hair, because it really is. I've done it all, I've seen it all, and now I'm just at the point where I am settled in my locks and I love them. And look at them, they're thriving, they're healthy, looking super good. This was another look after I grew my hair out, and I'm doing my fro hawk, another easy fave, and I can still recreate this with my locks as well, because now I done learned all kinds of tricks to do with my locks. I can add faux locks to my locks, I can add the curly hair, I could do all kinds of things with my locks. So I might be doing this style as well because this was a cute one. And here we have the spring twists. I did these individually myself. I learned how to do all kinds of styles, and this was cute and all. Like, I do like this style, but I figured, look, I can, like right now, I can style my hair just like this with the locks in it, and it will look just as good. I can curl it and do all kinds of things. So I just started to understand, like, if I braid my hair, twist my hair this much, I could be growing my own hair out and wearing the same styles with less effort and saving money, because I don't go to anyone to do my hair. I do it myself. Oh, and I have to show the hairstyle that I did not like that much because of the way it was cut. When I went to the barber shop, I asked them to leave some out at the top because I was just tired of my hair or whatever. And the front was okay. I found a way to work with it, but the back was not what I wanted. This is the style I wanted. I wanted a V, but look at this. Look right there. That is not a V. That is a straight line. This is the worst hairstyle I've ever had in my freaking life. I'm like, this is terrible. And oh my gosh, when you talk about covering your hair, hunty, I was ready to cover my hair real quick, and I grew it out super fast, and then yeah, that was the very last time I cut my hair. Forget it. But I wanted that to look like a V, and I wanted it to be dope. That's okay though. It looks good enough for the way it was. And then I just realized, okay, I think I'm done cutting my hair now. I'll cut this part off at the top and then just grow it back, and after that, that's just what it's gonna be. Because this was not it. No. So I was able to grow my hair back. I put some crochets in there quick, and this was a cute style. This is when I discovered that I love the color number 27. This goldish color was super cute. And I still like to add my little flower combs and my flower crowns, all the accessories. I still have fun with those, but once I started to really commit to these faux locks, I started to really consider getting actual locks. And this is how long I actually want my natural hair to be, like just as long as these faux locks. So with time we'll get there, but right now I am enjoying the journey there. Okay. And I did my kinky twist. These are individuals. I had enough hair to grip, so I went ahead and did that. Super cute look, very simple. I feel like this is what my hair looked like now, actually, if I didn't dye it. And I went ahead and did these individual box braids. These are the ones I was talking about in the color 27, which I loved. Okay, this is like one of my favorite ways to wear my hair. Just had to do it. So you can see I did a lot of different things. So I got this wig off of Etsy. I thought this was super cute. This is when I had like a fade, so it's easy to wear because I had no hair to tuck underneath. It was just pretty much like a fade underneath. And I wore that for a little bit, but it was hot in the summertime, so it didn't last long. Shout out to whoever made this wig off Etsy though, super cute. And I will always love an updo. These were jumbo twists that I did myself. So I've been doing my hair myself for years. Like ever since I could learn to braid or anything, I just never stopped. And it was convenient and super cute. And when I didn't feel like putting the effort into doing my actual hair and all that things, I just got this wig. I went back to the cheap wigs, the $20 wigs, and I would probably cut it just to shape it and frame my face a little bit. And I just did 2 little twists in the front and then threw on a wig, wore it like a half wig, and that was it right there. Super cute look, really easy. But at this point I was like getting exhausted. I'm like, okay, I'm growing out my hair now, but yeah, I'm tired of thinking of different styles and wearing wigs. What can I do that I haven't done yet? Locks. This is not my start of the lock journey. What I'm showing right now, these are my mini twists, a style that I often went back to, and this was a little easy style that I did. Super cute. I loved it. It was very easy to do, very convenient, and this is when I'm getting closer and closer to like just leaving the mini twist in so I can just let it lock. But this is how I wore it. It was pretty short because I was growing my hair out from that terrible freaking cut, and then I went into a fade and I just started growing it out again. So this is where I am right here. Interesting, right? Cute though. Oh, I did something with the back. I'm going to show that as well. Yep, and look what I did. I did more faux locks, of course. This time I did a braid out on the faux locks. These are the best faux locks I have had. They are the Bobby Boss faux locks, and they come close to the real texture of locks. They're not super like wavy or super shiny. It looks the most natural, I would say, but these were my favorite. I did not get them in my favorite color, 24 or 27. Yeah, 27, but later on I did. This color is more so the natural color, and I just liked how this whole look came together. Super cute. And I just started realizing like, yo, these locks really do look good on me. I was getting questions and stuff like, how long you been growing your locks? And that was so funny. I was like, my whole life. Oh my gosh. Or are you natural? I'll get all those questions like that, and I'm like, sure. I'm not about to explain my whole hair journey to you unless you're on my YouTube page. Anywho. Yeah, but this was a cute look and one of my favorites. So I'm making my way onto the front. I am coming to an end of this retwist. This whole video, I would say I timed it from the time I started with like a little breaks in between where I edited or whatever, but it took about 2 hours for this retwist. I started to use a different product in the front. Did I show that, by the way? I'm gonna make sure I show that, but it's super nice, and it held together the retwist pretty good. And I absolutely loved a good poof when I was a loose natural. I loved a good poof when I didn't want a wig, when I didn't want a style, when I was feeling lazy, whatever. Throw that thing up in a freaking poof and you are good to go. It's super cute. Actually, I blow dried my hair with the comb to give it the best stretch, and I just put a little scrunchie around it just to shape it. And yeah, girl, cute. And I can also still do this style with my locks as well. I might start styling my hair with more like added hair with my locks, because when I first started my lock journey, I did not want to mess up my locks or make them deformed while they were still forming and still very like fragile. I did not want to put weave over them like faux locks and twists and braids, anything like that, because they needed that time, at least that first full year and maybe like a few months after that, to develop and become real locks. So now that I'm like 3 years and 10 months in, I can definitely start doing some styles like that again, just to have a little bit more fun with my hair. But I will also say that I kind of feel like it is unnecessary to do my hair with added hair because it's already long and it already looks healthy, and once I do a retwist it looks great, and I feel like I don't have to do much to it, but it's just an option though, so maybe I'll just do it for content. And you can never go wrong with a bun, whether it's braids or twists, locks, whatever. Just put them up and put them in a bun and you're good to go. So I also enjoyed that hairstyle, the whole thing. I will say that having locks is as free as having loose hair, because you can still style your hair. You can add hair, you can curl it, you can make it wavy by doing a braid out, and there are lock petals, buns, you name it, you can do it with locks, and your hair is protected. It will have all of the length retained and it's healthy. So these were like the last kinky twists that I have done before I went ahead and locked my hair. Figured it was about time, because it's like, okay, I am ready. I'm finally ready. I've been wearing the faux locks and the kinky twists and all the things. I was like, okay, it's time. Let's go ahead and do it. I really enjoyed the faux locks, and I figured they look good enough on me. If I can do these, look good in them with the faux locks, then surely I can do my own hair, when that's naturally what my natural hair wants to do anyway, right? Of course. So here is a style that I did my mini twist in. These were like the last mini twist I did before I actually locked my hair, and I figured it was time. This was like July of 2021, so it's a month before I decided to lock my hair. It took all of that for me to go ahead and do it. I feel like I tested the field enough, and I did so many styles already, and I just didn't want to look back. I feel like it was time for a new journey, and I've been on this journey ever since. And I thought about it long and hard, and I said, okay, this is the moment. Next month I am doing it. So these were the last mini twists that I had, the ones I'm looking at right now. I actually took my hair down from these. I started over, washed, blow dried my hair, and then I retwisted it, and then those became my locks. And here I am at my first retwist ever, right here in the purple shirt. This is where I have started. This is my first retwist. I was super proud of myself for learning how to do it, and I knew I was sticking to it, and there was no turning back. Super excited about it, and I am still thrilled to have my locks. So wow, this was a long video, but it's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do a reflection video like this for a while, on where I started my locks and why I started them and the things I did with my hair before. And this is it. And this is just encouragement for anybody who's on a lock journey or thinking about starting. Just go ahead and do it. You're still going to have your versatility. You can even still wear your wigs and your weaves and whatever else. It will not strain you. It will only help your hair to thrive and grow. So that's all I got for now. And TTYL, see you in the next one.